How's it going, guys? TacTixHD here with my best hut team ever. A lot of people have been asking to see my hut team, and it's not even team of the year yet, and this is the best team I've ever had in any NHL game. So here we go, guys. Here is the team. It's a really stacked team. 5-star team, obviously. 100 team chemistry, 121 million salary. First line, there's the Russian line. We got Alex Ovechkin on the left wing, obviously one of the best players in the game. Right-handed sniper. I really like the right-handed guys on the left wing, and then my right wingers to be left-handed. As you guys can see, starting that line, I've got Mcdavid with the captain card. Obviously, one of my favorite players in real life, 95 overall with the captain card, sick player, the Magic Man. And then on the right wing there, we have another Russian, the Russian Rocket. We got Pavel Bure, 92 overall legend card, 96 skating, so he's just blazing down the wing. Really good shooting and hands, and like I said, I really like my right wingers to be left-handed, the left wingers to be right-handed, so that works out really well. And this line is just a nasty. They play really well together. That's why they're my first line. Obviously, I don't think the Russian, chemistry adds anything, but I just kind of did it for fun, and they tear it up. Moving on now, guys, to the second line. It's an all-Movember line here. On the right side, we got Taylor Hall again, one of my favorite players in NHL. Starting the line, guys, we have Matt Duchene. We got an assistant captain card on him. I think the centers having the captaincy really makes a lot of sense, as they seem to play more minutes than anybody else, aside from the defensemen, but defense having extra points, they're not really getting as many scoring chances, so I feel the center is probably the best place to place your captaincy. And Duchene's a sick card. He's been one of my favorite players in not only NHL, but also in the hut since I think like NHL 12, NHL 13. He's always just such a fast card, really good face-offs, pretty solid defensively, and he's just been one of my go-tos in hut. Pretty much ever since it started, ever since I'd say he had like a, at least an 85 card. And on the left wing here, guys, we have Movember Tyler Seguin, another really good card. So we got Seguin and Hall matched up together finally, and then in the middle there we got Duchene. So a very fast line there. We got 94 or 93, 94, 95 skating. So really fast line. All three are Moves. So if anybody gets an upgrade, I'm thinking both Seguin and Hall have a really good chance at Team of the Year. This line's gonna be even better. And like I said, this line's just really fast. They can play really well together and had a lot of fun with it. Moving on now, guys, to the third line. This line's also very sick. Left wing here we have, left wing here we have Steven Stamkos, another really good sniper, 93 skating, 93 shooting, 94 hands. I had his junior flashback, which is pretty good for me, but I decided to give his base card a try since his junior flashback was pretty good. I figured his base should be even better, and that actually was the case. It was definitely worth the extra 200k coins. Base Stamkos is a beast. Starting the line, guys, you have Sidney Crosby. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to have Sidney Crosby as your third line center, but Mcdavid and Movember Duchene are in front of him, and I just figured why not just slot him here on the third line. He's the one I pulled in the pack. I still got him. You guys can see number 1 is there, 0. He's my Crosby, and we got assistant captain card on him for the final captaincy spot. And then finally, guys, at the third line right wing, of course, we have player of the game, Leon Draisaitl. I bought this guy before he even got his upgrade. Now he's an 89 overall card, 94 skating, 92 shooting, 88 hands. He's super fast. He's a beast. This line is actually, I think, my best line in terms of production, which is pretty surprising. I'm thinking maybe it's because the way it works out, they always get matched up with the other team's third line. And I mean, this could easily be a first line. Like, player of the game Drats, Crosby and Stamkos is just unreal. And then finally, guys, the fourth line, we have another all-Movember line. We got Movember Dylan Larkin, 83 overall. A little bit lower rated, but he's one of my favorite players, obviously, with the Red Wings now. He's going to be a beast, and I'm hoping he could make, if not the regular Team of the Year, I'm hoping he can make that 23 and under Team of the Year. If he gets like a high 80 card, he's going to be unreal. His 83 is already pretty solid. He only really plays on the fourth line, but he manages. Starting the line, of course, we have Movember Mcdavid, another one of my favorite players, 88 overall now. I think he definitely is going to be on that 23 and under Team of the Year. 90 skating, shooting, and hands. And then we got paired up with him, one of his real-life line mates there, Movember Everly. 87 overall, 88 skating, 89 shooting, 90 hands. Really solid card. And I think it's pretty solid for a fourth line. I know some guys will spend like literally millions of coins on their fourth line. I don't really see a point for it. Movember Mcdavid I've had since he was in packs. Same with Larkin, and Movember Everly I picked up also since he was in packs. So this line honestly cost me, I think, maybe 150k max when I bought it. Now it's worth a lot more than that, but really no reason to spend millions on your fourth line in my opinion. So I didn't. I just picked up some players I like. Moving on now, guys, to the defense. This defense is stacked. First pairing there, you have legend Nick Lidstrom, so we got the Red Wing there. He's a really good card. I think he goes for about 300k. Really worth it. I really like him. Past games, I didn't think Lidstrom was that great, but I really like him in this one. paired up with PK Subban. There's 94 overall team of the week. Subban's a beast. Our starting goaltender there, we have 94 overall Movember Luongo. Before the patch, I probably would have stuck with like Lehner and Markstrom. They're both really low rated, but they're big goalies and they're beasts. But since the patch, they really made it that higher rated goalies are better and the size isn't much of a factor. So Luongo is 6'3", 94 overall. He's been a beast for me. I've only played actually 5 games with him so far with this team, but he's played really well, kept me in some games. Second pairing here, guys, you have Team of the Week Hedman and Team of the Week Doughty. I really like the size Hedman gives us, 6'6", which is really good on the penalty kill. Just get him in those, shooting lanes, passing lanes. He takes up more space with both his player size and the stick length. Then we got him paired up there with 92 Doughty. The 93 just came out, so I might have to go pick that up. And then finally, guys, on the third pairing here, we have All-Star Game Brent Burns, the Chewbacca man himself, 6'5", so again, him and Hedman both play on the PK. I like those big bodies. And then we got base Duncan Keith there matched up with them. So I think that's a really solid top 6 D-core. Movember Luongo, of course, our starting goaltender. Moving on now, guys, to the special teams. Right here's the first line power play. You can see it's just the Russian line there. Stamkos at the left D spot, so he gives us that right-handed shot. And then we got Lidstrom on the other side. For the D pairings, I really like having actually like left-handed left side, right-handed right side. For regular play, I think it's just easier receiving passes and stuff. But then for the power play, I switch it up just to get that, additional bonus when you're shooting. Obviously, having that right-handed guy on the left side gives you some, I think it's a better chance to go in, I guess. But regular play, like I said, I think it's safer doing it that way. So that's how I play it. Other people will have like the right-handed D on the left side during normal play, but I'm not a fan. Second pairing here, guys, for the power play, we got Sagan. Crosby's down the center, Duchesne on the wing. Then we got Subban and Hall on the back end. Another really solid power play unit there. Moving on now to the 4-man power play, of course, is all about speed. We got the Russian line here still with Lidstrom there on the end. And then the fourth one's all forwards here. We got Hall, Duchesne, Stamkos, and Crosby. So this is pretty aggressive, but I think it works out. Now, guys, the penalty kill again, all about speed. We got Hall and Duchesne that for the forwards. Then we got Hedman and Doughty, so we get the size there. And speed, I think, in Hedman and Doughty. And then the second pairing here, we get Burns, Keith, McDavid, and Draisaitl. Draisaitl's actually a beast on the PK. 94 skating, he's really fast. I put him on wing as well, guys. His faceoffs are like 63, I think, or something. So definitely don't play Draisaitl at center, but on the wing, super fast. He's amazing. And then a 3-man penalty kill here. You can see we got Movember Duchesne, Hedman, and Subban. And then we got Burns, Lidstrom, and McDavid. I figured I'd give Crosby and Datsyuk a bit of a break. You don't want them tired out all the time. Shootout lineup, I prefer left-handed players, so it's all lefties here. Datsyuk, Bure, Crosby, Hall, Duchesne. And then extra attackers are 2 top centers, or at least in terms of rating, Datsyuk, Crosby. And then right there's the backup goalie in Ben Bishop. Also, guys, my coach, Iwan Skuin, gives you +1 skating and shooting compared to Samuels. You lose 2 hands, which I think is worth it for the extra skating and shooting. -2 checking is pretty much irrelevant, and then you get the same amount of defense. So that there, guys, is my team. I think the best team I've ever had in Hut. Also, guys, before I finish this video, I want to show you the production I've had from this team. So as you can see, Crosby there is our leading scorer, 9 points, 10 games. Ovechkin there, 9 and 12. We got Stamkos with 9 points, Draisaitl with 9. That's why, like I said, that third line there is actually my most productive line, which is pretty crazy. Duchesne's next, then Bure, we got Lidstrom there. So pretty good production for defensemen. McDavid even 5 points in 10 games on the fourth line. I think is pretty solid. And the rest of the guys, a bit underperforming, but I think, for how many points our team is scoring, that's still not too bad. And guys, for goalies, Bishop actually hasn't played yet, but I had used his base card. I really liked it, so I think his All-Star game should be just as good. Definitely a formidable backup. And then as you guys can see, Luongo there's our starter, 4-1, 3 goals against, which isn't that great with an 84 save percentage. But when you're playing in Division 2, pretty much people only shoot when they have a really high chance to score. And I know his stats don't show up, but he's made some huge saves to keep me in games. So hopefully those numbers will correct themselves as we move forward. But honestly, his in-game play has really surpassed what I expected. So anyway, guys, that's the team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, I didn't think I'd have this good of a team, especially before Team of the Year. So once the Team of the Year is out, we'll have to make a new video. That'll probably be in a couple months' time. But for right now, this team's amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave that thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.